Here's an observation from Neville regarding the importance of assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Quote, "Ideas are impressed on the subconscious through the medium of feeling. No idea can be impressed on the subconscious mind until it is felt. But once felt, be it good, bad, or indifferent, it must be expressed. Feeling is the one and only medium through which ideas are conveyed to the subconscious." Unquote. Your subconscious impressions are reflected in the conditions of your world. The strange and wonderful thing about your subconscious mind is that it always accepts as true what you feel to be true. The key words here are feel to be true. Your feelings allow your subconscious mind to spring into action. Earlier in this chapter, I described intellectual understanding as tossing ideas around in your mind and then drawing a conclusion. Spiritual understanding differs in that it requires experiencing it. The way to understand something spiritually is through experiencing it. Your feelings are the tools you have for experiencing your subconscious mind and making it your material world reality. Your feelings happen in your body, where you live and breathe. How you feel is your experience of life. These feelings flow from the thoughts you place in your imagination, and you are free to select any thought you desire. As I've reiterated throughout this book, when these thoughts are aligned with how your source of being thinks, your feelings emanate as God-realized experiences within your body. The utmost feeling that defines God and your own highest self is the feeling of love. God is love, and he who abides in love abides in God, and God in him. Because your feelings, especially the feeling of love, are impressed on your subconscious mind, which is responsible for virtually everything that you do, experience, and manifest in your life, your mission is to get to that place of assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled, even if the wish has yet to materialize in your physical reality. Assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled involves this fundamental awareness of how the subconscious mind works. Your subconscious mind is not personal. It's an expression of the one universal subconscious mind that we all use. This is a gnarly concept because your ego, where you spend the vast majority of your time, is so personal that you cannot grasp that we all share the same, the only subconscious mind. As Neville states, quote, "The subconscious is not selective. It is impersonal and no respecter of persons." Unquote. You want to keep tabs on what feelings you are associating with the wishes you have placed in your imagination, because whatever they are, you will see the universe aligning with them to provide experiences that match up with what you have impressed upon this universal subconscious mind. Think thoughts like, "I am well, I am strong, I am prosperous, and I am employed." Place them into your imagination, and then assume the feeling of that wish fulfilled. If you can experience the feeling of love and joy and exhilaration, peace and happiness in your body, even when your sensations are contradictory, your subconscious records the feelings. Neville is very clear about this. He says, quote, "To impress the subconscious with the desirable state, you must assume the feeling that would be yours had you already realized your wish." Unquote. Feeling any state you wish to achieve is the experience that impresses it on the subconscious. Once again, turning to Neville, he tells us, quote, "The subconscious is the womb of creation. It receives the idea unto itself through the feelings of man. It never changes the idea received, but always gives it form." Unquote. Always gives it form, meaning that you must begin programming your subconscious mind, which will take over much like mine did when I laced up those ice skates without any prodding from my thinking or conscious mind, in spite of a 40-year interval. The subconscious mind accepts as true what you feel is true. Your feelings determine your reality because they're impressed on the subconscious. Consciously feeling hopeless and entertaining the idea in your imagination with even more imaginative feelings of hopelessness will impress on the subconscious mind the idea of failure. Consequently, you will be offered experiences by the one universal subconscious mind that will match what you felt is true. Remember, the subconscious mind is impersonal and non-selective. It cannot make a distinction between what you feel as a result of your daily life experiences and what you feel as a result of what you have placed into your imagination as a future desire. If you put the seed of failure into the subconscious and feed it with feeling that way, it will reproduce failure. If you plant the seed of disease into your subconscious mind by feeling this way in your body, it will augment disease for you. If you plant the seed of misery into your subconscious mind by feeling miserable, it will cultivate and produce misery for you. This is why it is so all-out crucial to begin feeling in your body what you would like to manifest into your life. You can get to the point where the magnetic-like power in your own field of energy is so joyfully loving that you can have a mere flash of imagining and feeling something powerful and good, and with almost no passage of three-dimensional time, it will appear in your life. Whatever you wish to manifest, associate a feeling with it and impress that feeling on the universal subconscious mind, and it will do the rest.
Think of the people you know who give love in response to negative energy that's directed their way. There aren't very many people who respond lovingly in that situation. The ones who do are able to do so because they have love to give away. They know that it's impossible to give away what they don't have, and they've gone that extra mile to acquire what it is that they want to both attract and give away. If love and joy are what you want to give and receive, then remember that you can't give away what you don't have, but you can change your life by changing what's inside, if you're willing to go that extra mile. Changing what's inside. Consider the following concept of your inner reality. Your thoughts create your reality because your thoughts determine how you respond to situations in your daily life. Those responses are the energy you have inside of you to give away. If you feel anger, it's because you have anger energy in your body. Like everything in our universe, your thoughts are a form of energy. Everything that you feel and experience is the result of what I call attractor energies. This means that you get back what you put out into the world. Thus, what you've attracted to you is what you have to give away to others. Low energy attracts low energy. Some of the low energy thoughts are anger, hate, shame, guilt, fear. Not only do they weaken you, but they attract more of the same. By changing your inner thoughts to the higher frequencies of love, harmony, kindness, peace, and joy, you'll attract more of the same, and you'll have those higher energies to give away. These higher and faster frequencies that empower you will automatically nullify and dissipate the lower energies in the same way that the presence of light makes darkness disappear. Loving and respecting yourself. By becoming more loving toward yourself, you will attract more of the higher, faster energies and begin to change what's inside you. In your thoughts, cultivate an inner voice and attitude that's 100% of the time for you. Imagine an aspect of yourself that only supports and loves you. You might schedule a certain time of the day when that's the only thought that you allow yourself to pay attention to. Gradually, this attitude will extend to other people, even if you can only do it for a minute or two. You'll begin to receive this energy back and ultimately be able to send thoughts of love and joy to everyone and everything in your world. Notice when your thoughts drift into the lower energy of ridicule or hate or guilt, and change the thought at the very moment if it's at all possible. If you're unable to change the thought, then at least love yourself for what you did do, that is, for noticing. Make a pact to remind yourself often of this secret of not being able to give away anything that you don't have. Then work on your personal program of self-love, self-respect, and self-empowerment, and create a huge inventory of what you wish to give away. One of the lessons I continued to learn and practice is that the universe responds with the same energy that we send out. If you attract a lot of people who wish to take advantage of you, you need to consider what you're doing to attract victimizers into your life. If you run into anger a lot, explore the angry thoughts you have inside of you. If your consciousness is a gimme, gimme, gimme energy, you'll attract all manner of demanding energies into your life. You know if this is true by the number of deadlines not being met, or demanding bosses or customers you encounter, and the feeling of being a victim. Send out gimme, gimme, gimme energy to the universe, and it will do the very same to you in return. If what you give is self-respect and self-love, the universe, via the attractor energy, will return the love and respect you've been radiating. It's really so simple. You can't give away what you don't have. The irony of giving. If you wanted to give a dozen oranges to your neighbor as an expression of love, you obviously would need to be in possession of 12 oranges. If you intended to purchase a new automobile for your parents to show your gratitude to them for putting you through medical school, naturally you'd need to have the funds to do so. Likewise, you can't give love away to others if you don't have any for yourself. You can't show respect for others if you lack self-respect. You can't give happiness away if you feel unhappy. And of course, the reverse is true. You can only give away what you do have. And all that you're giving away each and every day are items from your own personal inventory. If you give away hatred, it's because you've stored up hatred inside of you to give it away. If you give away misery, it's because you have a ready supply available from which to select and to distribute. This concept is simplified by a description of squeezing an orange. When you squeeze an orange, you'll always get orange juice to come out. This is true regardless of who does the squeezing, what time of day you squeeze, what instrument you use to squeeze, or what circumstances surround the orange squeezing. What comes out is what's inside. The same logic applies to you. When someone squeezes you in some way, that is, puts pressure on you, or says something unflattering or critical, and out of you comes anger and hatred and bitterness and tension, depression or anxiety, it's because that's what's inside. The irony is that you can't give away what you don't have because you're always giving away what you do have. If you want to move into the realm of purpose by giving and serving others, ask yourself, what do I have inside? And why have I chosen to store these kinds of energies in me to give away to others?